There has been a lot of talk in this race about tax incentives for certain businesses. Some have said that this is the government picking winners and losers. Since all three of you have businesses, have each of you ever applied for or asked for or received any special incentives, tax breaks, or any business credit from city, county, or state government?
Hey, I'll kick this one off. My business is short-lived. I ended up selling it out. I'm actually working for Sane Engineering right now at the United States Marine Corps Base in Albany, Georgia. The economy hit me pretty hard as well. But no, I have not applied for anything. Now, saying that, as a veteran, when I do apply for contracts, they do have those out there where veterans get preferences on contracts. Now, I get to take advantage of that, but I do not get advantage over any disabled veteran. One of my sons is 70% disabled right now. The other one's 50% disabled. They're out applying for contracts right now, and I'm sure they're using every one of their veterans' benefits as well. But I don't look at that as a perk for a business industry. That's earned.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Doss.
Tax incentives are something we talked about earlier tonight in Calhoun, and I said there that it is important that we have a fair and aggressive tax incentive program to recruit new industry to the state. But we need a verifiable way to account for, did those tax incentives actually create the jobs and the investment that they were supposed to? Right now, the state has no system to do that. I have railed about the antiquated tax code that has special interest tax breaks bought and paid for by the lobbyists that will fight me on ethics reform. And these are special tax exemptions, dozens in the tax code, that apply to specific companies or specific industries. I think if they don't apply to all of us in this room, then we need to take a long, hard look. Answer the question, have I ever applied, received, or gotten a tax break from the state or city or county? No.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Huffstone.
Well, first of all, I have not applied or received one. I guess I find a little problem with the answer we just had. Mr. Doss has applied in writing for a TAD help in a hotel. He's been working on building a hotel over there for several years of $1.2 million of property tax money from other property tax owners in the district to make those payments, as well as free water and sewer hookups, state tax credits for the hotel, 1,500 employee. This has been applied for, and I know he said tonight earlier in Calhoun he was for certain tax incentives. In our first meeting in Rome, he said he was not for any of them. We need to get that $200 million back. So he definitely has a proposal with the city where he asked for in writing a lot of tax breaks. The other issues, I think there's a conflict there. We had $700,000 of DOT money that went to enhance property right across from it, sidewalks, water fountains, that kind of stuff, that we need to put on the roads over here in Bartow County. I have never participated in any conflicts like that, and never asked for any tax incentives.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Dawes, you want to respond? 30 seconds.
You know, about the only way you can tell if Chuck's telling lies if his lips are moving. So let me tell you about this. I have never applied for any tax credit. Chuck produced the application. It does not exist. I am working to put together a hotel deal in Rome, Georgia. I am not the owner-operator. I am simply the guy putting the deal together. Any tax credits are available to everyone that builds in this development, and it won't be me. It'll be the owner-operator of the hotel. I have never received one, never applied for one, never gotten one. Produce it, Joe.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, it is in the minutes of the Rome City Commission that it's requested, number one. Number two, I think this is a big conflict. If you're going to be a state senator and have power over allocations to a city government or a county government, and yet you're competing for tax incentives and with other individuals, I think this is a conflict that needs to be avoided.
Thank you, sir. You get 15 seconds to respond, and then we're going to move to the next question.
Chuck, Provide the application. There is never applied for one. Put up or shut up.
Thank you.